porque o negócio está esquentando lá. Duna ano passado foi incrível e vai ser incrível esse ano aqui também, Giovanna.
Quem tá animado aí? Estamos no nosso último GA CCXP. Último GA CCXP 24. Então, todo mundo tem que estar preparado para dar tudo de si nesse último dia. Então, eu quero que vocês recebam com muito barulho a galera de Duna, Profecia, Alison Chapker, Jordan Goldberg, Travis Fimmel e Jada Luca!
Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. So, what's up? What's up, guys?
Good.
Are you all right?
Hey.
How do you like the con so far?
Awesome.
It's been amazing. Thank you guys for coming. It's great to see you all.
Yes,
Travis, they are
thank you.
big fans of Vikings, big fans of yours, or your career. So it's great having you here in Brazil.
Thank you. It's been amazing. I've had an amazing trip. You people are brilliant. Love yous.
Okay, so first things first, Alison, Jordan, I have this feeling that you two like to work in complex productions. You like to work in series and movies that have lots of plot twists and political intrigues and obviously characters that can't be trusted. So we've watched some episodes, the first episodes of Dune Prophecy, and I could notice some elements there. But I wanted to know, how does Dune Prophecy differ from the other works you've been in?
I just think it's, you know, bigger and beloved and just nobody can be trusted in Dune.
I worked on sci-fi a lot. I love sci-fi. I think Dune is sort of the cornerstone of sci-fi. It's influenced everything that's come after it. So in ways we're not kind of different. We're just kind of what's great about sci-fi. So all those things you say is true. It's all in the show and more. So keep watching.
All right. Prophecy said like 10,000 years before the movies. And of course, there's a lot that could change over this course of time. But also people, they try to find what is familiar about the setting, about the mythology, about the stories they know. So how's this balance about things that should change, about things that change, and things that are familiar?
Well, a lot of the technology that exists in the Dune world is in the books that we're making our story about. But a big theme in the book is about progress and stagnation. And we're showing a story about a bunch of people who have been kind of untethered from a millennia of control of artificial intelligence, and what happens after that. And all these schools, like the Bene Gesserit or the Sisterhood, they jump into the mix, and you know, humanity sort of has a tricky path forward. So you have to kind of sort of meld the two worlds together, the past and the present.
And Travis, for what I have searched, you are a really down-to-earth person that likes to live in the quiet of your Australian roots. And I mean, the curious thing is that we are used to seeing you as an extravagant person and an impulsive person because you play characters that are in some kind of way extravagant and impulsive. So Desmond is still kind of a mystery to all of us, but I wanted to ask, I was wondering to myself if you relate to his personality anyhow or not at all. Like, what can you tell us about this character?
Well, he's a murderer. He's a murderer, so do I relate to murdering people? Sometimes, yeah. I don't know, the guys wrote such a great script. I really enjoyed making it, and I hope everybody enjoys it. And I love to play a mysterious character where you don't know what he's going to do. He's very impulsive, and he likes to kill people, so.
And Jade, is this your first time in Brazil?
Yeah.
It is my first time in Brazil. I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And woohoo! in the Dune universe, these beings, these powerful beings, they used to, usually they show this with some mind tricks, some mind tellings. And as an actor, how does that translate? Is it hard to do like mind tricks, being a Bene Gesserit and being like this powerful being?
Well, we did the same training that the sisters do in the Sisterhood. We had to go through the training ourselves, so we learned how to do it in the same way they did.
And since Marcelo mentioned the Bene Gesserit, I was also thinking to myself, I mean, nothing happens without the Bene Gesserit in this Dune universe. And in the movies, we saw how manipulative they were, but we are seeing this in a different way in the series and much more of these manipulative elements. So I wanted to ask you, as Jade and not Sister Theodosia, what do you think about the Bene Gesserit? Do you think that they are this kind of manipulative, evil being? Or maybe they're only doing things for the greater good? I mean, do the means justify the ends? What do you think?
I think I think they believe that the means justify the ends. But yes, they can manipulate, but sometimes you need to do good. But you can also use that to do bad as well.
And Travis, going back to Desmond, he says he's just a humble soldier of the Imperium. At the same time, he's really powerful. He seems really powerful and really mysterious. The secret power of Desmond is being humble, is being charming. Is that it?
I think, shit, that's loud, sorry. I think he's representing the working class people. He's fighting for the people and fighting for what he believes in. And he doesn't like the richness, and he doesn't like the palace and them spending all the money. He wants to represent the poorer people and take care of the working class.
And the first time he gets on screen, he looks really charming. How menacing did you want to portray him?
I want people to wonder if I'm going to kiss him or kill him.
Nice. That's exactly what I was thinking when I was watching it. But okay. So since Travis mentioned the plot, Alison, I would like to ask you a specific thing, because last week, me and Marcelo were talking about the plot. We were discussing Dune Prophecy, and we caught ourselves thinking and discussing some of your decisions about the story. I mean, we thought at some point that Dune Prophecy would focus on the beginning of the influence of the Bene Gesserit. And did you consider approaching the beginning of their influence, or the idea was always to tell a different story where they were already established as important people?
Well, our series is based on Brian Herbert's novel, Sisterhood of Dune, and very much Valia Harkonnen is at the center of our show. And she's the second Mother Superior. But we are looking at when she comes to the Sisterhood, and that's very early in the Sisterhood's, rising as a school. So we do get to see the early days in flashback. We'll meet the founder, Raquel Alberto Anarul, in flashbacks. And then we'll see how Valia grows the Sisterhood from that point forward.
We are getting to see Prophecy and it's set in the same universe of Denis Villeneuve's movies. But at the same time, you have a different creative team. How much of it did you want to keep, and how much of it you are like, well, we should change this? How's the balance?
Well, we love the Denis films, like, many people around the world. We found them inspiring. And I think we wanted to keep the tone, that it was a grounded world of science fiction, that you could believe in it. And I think he did that really beautifully. But we're going to our own planets. We're putting things on screen that nobody's seen before, whether that's Lankaville, the home planet of the Harkonnens, or Wallach 9, where the Sisterhoods has their home base, or planets that are very different than they are 10,000 years later, like our Seleucus Secundus is beautiful, whereas later it'll be like a planet that's been decimated by a nuclear armament. So we love sort of doing our own thing. We're trying to carve our own lane.
Yeah, as Marcelo said, Denis is not in the series, Hans Zimmer or Jacqueline West, but still we can feel that there's this amazing soundtrack and there's this amazing cinematography and these amazing costumes. So so far it's amazing and we are having so much fun, but there's also one thing that is really different from the movies. The fact that despite having men in the cast, it's a series full of women. And that's, I mean, different from the movies, but it's also different from everything we are used to see. Like, there's women everywhere. So I wanted to know, Jade, how was it for you to be in a production with so many women, so many strong women together?
Yeah, it's awesome. It was one of the biggest pulls for me with this show. And it's just brilliant being on set with, like, being led by two amazing women, Olivia and Emily. And it's like you say, it's quite rare to be on set with that many women. So, yeah, I loved it.
And Jordan, as it said 10,000 years before Dune, we're still dealing with the war with the machines. And these intelligent machines have been banned from this universe. And today here in our planet, we're dealing with AI and how we're dealing with these machines nowadays. So do you think it resonates with what we are dealing today in the world?
Yeah, very much so. I think we're about to enter an age where these machines will have a bigger part of our lives. But you always have to remember to do your own thinking. Don't hand your soul over to it, and hopefully we won't suffer the same fate.
Yeah, that's really interesting because you two, as producers, you deal with artificial intelligence, and I wanted to know if you see it as a threat. Do you think it should be banned, or do you think we can coexist with it, especially when it comes to making series and movies?
Well, I think that, like all technology that sweeps and revolutionizes humanity, it's going to be good, it's going to be bad, it's going to be dangerous, it's going to be promising, and I think it's up to us how we're going to use it. So I agree with Jordan, we should really think about it.
I don't think we have any other choice other than to coexist with it, so.
You're right. You're definitely right.
Guys, thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure. And the series is a blast. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dune Prophecy, everyone!
Temos os 2 primeiros episódios na Max, então vão lá assistir, hein?